And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta as the initiative. Once again, the patch has incremented. We're now on 1.0.29. Most of what changed, I think, was just mild bug fixes since the last part on YouTube. The run was started on release candidate 6. So if something is different between my version and your version, it may be that I started on a different release candidate than you did, or a different patch number than you did, and or I'm playing the 2022 version scenario, because obviously the 2026 was not out in the release candidates yet. I didn't go into the files to turn it on. So here we are. We've got a lot of potential mission control, although we probably will burn through it pretty quickly here. One thing we are still kind of struggling with is we like really, well, at least I like big ships with big noble metal costs. Can't quite afford. We got like a ship worth of metals in reserve, but at this point we have functional control of most of the Jupiter system. Yeah, there's a couple bases here, so you can see there's like one on Ganymede and one on Callisto, one Europa. But we basically own Jupiter. Jupiter is ours within reason. This means we're going to be able to take advantage of the fact that Jupiter is not particularly nobles for. For example, we have blown all opposition off of Io. All but one site in Io has 10 plus nobles on it. We're going to start capitalizing on this. So, found a colony in the first site. Found a colony. I just got the achievement for colonizing Io. This is the first time we've done Io. And we're just going to grab the first 8 here, and then we'll work on building these up. We do have a construction module in system, so it's just an easy 40 volatiles, 280 metal to get these built in 90 days. Interestingly, Io has no water, so it's lots of volatiles, lots of metal, lots of nobles. So, dropping into... actually, let's do this from the Hab tab here. So, obviously, us, we only care about our stuff for the moment, and then Jupiter, we've only got the few or so that we've got in Jupiter. Okay. So, pop in here. We're going to want a mine. Build. The question here is, and I'm actually going to turn quick build off for the moment. Do I want a full tier 3 mine? Just going to take longer to build. Takes 240 days. Or do I want to go for the slightly cheaper tier 2? That presumably will take less time because it's a cheaper mine. Where is it? There it is. That's the tier 2. What do I want? The one that takes 120 days? I think for these ones right now, we're just going to do the tier 2s. Because the goal here is I want to get noble metals flowing. So we want to get these going. Yeah, these are only 150% base of the mining yield, but that is better than nothing, and it gets done 4 months earlier. All right. So we're gonna build that. Up in tier 3 land, we're gonna want command centers to offset the admin capacity here. Probably want an agricultural complex to offset the water and the volatiles, and then we'll need enough power to power it all, which is looking fairly cheap. We can probably get away with just a fusion reactor for that. Okay, so this is kind of what we're going to do. So we're going to actually go ahead and save this template. This is we're going to view our templates, and we're going to enter the name here. This is Quick Mine. So in theory, I think this will, at least for the entirety of IO, this should in fact, I'll decide that this is Quick Mine IO. That should be enough to basically plop a mine on every piece of IO. So we've done that here. We're going to pop back out, pop to the next mine location, manage, view, apply. Apply. That looks fine. And repeat. And at some point, we'll have to come through and upgrade one of these all the way up to fully filled up with tier 3. Obviously, we don't need to rush to do that. Because we got to do the same as Saturn. It's going to take the same amount of time on Saturn as it's going to be here in Jupiter. Whereas the goal here right now is return on investment on the nobles. Whoops. Gotta actually assign the mine. Okay. So with that, we got those will build up, and 100. To be fair, it's going to take a little bit more than 120 days, and that would have actually been the argument against maybe doing the tier 2 mine. Is the power plant we're putting here is going to take another 2 months. Another 2 months. So it's really, did I want, and we would have also had to go for the bigger power plant, which I think takes even longer. I suppose I could check that. What would the bigger power plant cost, time-wise? The heavy fusion. 240 days. So yeah, if we decided we really wanted the tier 3, it would have made sense to build it in situ with the heavy one, and that would have worked out. But okay, so that's Io. We went through a lot of our nobles, but in 120 days we will be profiting from that pretty quickly. Next, if we go through the moons. So you have no nobles, no nobles, no nobles, no nobles. That's the one we just set up on. Europa, in theory, has some nobles. All below 10, so we're going to hold off a little bit on Europa. We may come back to Europa later. Ganymede has some nobles. 16 sites. No, well, one above 10, but we got to blow the servants off of it first. So we'll come back to Ganymede. Callisto, I suspect it's going to be the same with Callisto. We haven't got the servants off of it yet, and I would not be surprised. So Callisto's got some nobles, but nothing above 10. So these are definitely places we'll come back to, because these will still translate into a bunch of nobles. Himalaya has one site, 12.8. We'll grab that right now. And again, we're gonna see if the applying of you, your power positive. Yeah, in fact, more power positive because the gravity is a little bit lower here. That'll provide us with even more nobles. Oh, and that happens to be, I think, where our fleet is. Yeah. Malaya. Any other nobles as we spiral out? Carme had some emphasis on some. 7.8. We may come back for that later. And then less than 1 there, yeah. Okay, so we got the mines set up, so we need to give it some time for those to be built and for them to make a turn on investment. Interesting. Sounds like a helicopter's going over.
Ready.
Let's roll through our counselors, make sure we don't have any, or spend our XP if we've got it. So, you don't need persuasion, investigate, espionage, command, admin, so you're looking science and security. I'm gonna go science. I don't see any mining orgs in the reserve here, and we don't necessarily need them right now. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea to pick them up. You probably could use more command. And there we go, that's us through all the command councils here. So So, let's confirm assignments, let some time pass. We need to wait 120 days. Well, we need to wait 90 days. Actually, it might be 120 days to get the fleet going as well. We need to get the fleet refueled, and we need to get the bases online so we get more nobles.
Offering counsel.
Launches for low Jupiter orbit. Ugh. Although that's a really long burn. 30th of December. Our fleet will be in position by then. Yeah, well, I could probably have another fleet built and shipped there by then. Management, let's repeat that one. Again, we're catching up on most of our projects at this point. The only one we're really trying to drive a little bit faster is, hey, can we get the last power plant for the antimatter power plants? South American Union, we'll probably set this as a favorite. That's probably one we want to do if we ever go into South America.
Order is returning.
Things are cooling off.
Things are stabilizing.
Breakthrough! So this is the one that is, I believe, some science and a engineering gear in the HAB. So in this case it was Duke Base that fired it. We're going to go with the off-Earth mining output. There's a bunch of good bonuses here, like damage control teams are nice, faster investment points into boost and mission controls are nice, knowledge is nice, but no, we need to mine faster. Oh, and this is also 5% shipbuilding. Alright, so right now, if we weren't limited by our mining stuff, shipbuilding would be real tempting. We're going to go with mining here. 5% more base mining, which got us another 0.8 nobles per day.
Policy direction complete.
China... Is that trying to federate? Is China? Laos. Unification, Laos. Yes, we're feeding stuff into China while feeding China to the other China. And initiative control, so we grab you and we just direct you to the closest country we don't care about. In this case, it's Finland. Sorry, Finland. Annexes Brazil. Okay. Wave of Fear. Not a concern. Okay, so the HAB, where our warships is built, is done, but there is not yet refueling locations there. So our fleet can't yet move. Although I can probably move you to the station. Yeah. So that you'll be there when the time comes. Okay. How do we want to do nations? Could do some stabilizing in China.
We'll make things safe.
Vietnam, not really stabilize Vietnam. Honestly, I could probably just, if we wanted to micro less, I could probably just start sending these guys to advise. I need more investment points for the moment. Do a little bit of stabilizing in EU.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Waiting for cooldowns, I think, in China for unifications. Okay, we can federate Thailand. If they were friendly, they're not controlled by us. Okay. Vietnam waiting until the 21st of November, so that's a couple months out. Okay. So probably from a stabilization standpoint, I should put advise on China and EU.
Lending my expertise.
What's the op? I
There
will
we go.
help them.
Confirm assignments, let some time pass. You complete transfer. Okay. I think it's going to be 30 more days, and then we'll have the
Offering counsel.
dock going.
Lending my expertise.
Offering assistance.
Regional African Unions Project. Okay, so as a favorite. We're going to expand more into Africa. That's probably what we want in Africa. We've mostly been doing Eurasia and North America, but
Things are stabilizing.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
there's our space dock. Well, maybe I screwed up the timing. It was actually faster than I was expecting. Although it was only a space dock, so that doesn't take as long to build, yes, of course. So you're repairing, you'll be done January. You just need, well, we'll do a refuel and resupply. 2.9 days. And then we can fly you, probably actually clear the rest of the servants out on the way down the gravity well. Then to Callisto, Ganymede, or Europa. Let's do Callisto first. I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. So three jumps to get to both those places, and then 1 down to the base we have down low. Okay, so let's only burn like 1/4 of our power or fuel here. It'll take a week. Perfect. This is 5th. That's plenty. We've got like a year to get to low, so we got time to wait. Social models are at Earthia orbit. Okay. Earthia now has the tier 3 mine by the looks of it. Yeah. Wet bulb, send teams to assist. You've arrived. Begin informing the servants that they are squatting on inappropriate territory. 1 base destroyed. 2 bases destroyed. And the last one. This is, of course, pissing the aliens off. But the aliens are already at total war with us, so it's not a concern. They're going to do 3 more jumps. That's appropriate fuel for 3 more jumps. So to Ganymede you go. 2.108 days. They've arrived. Hi, bombardment. Successful treatment. Progress made against FEV, Rift Valley Fever, which has been commonly known as FEV, has continued to spread almost unchecked across the globe. However, a recent breakthrough aboard the Magellan station has the potential to change that. So, small public opinion boost around the world, or gain some money. That's like 12 days worth of thing. Well, we'll get the public opinion boost. Okay, opening research here. I'll take the regional African unions, probably followed up at South American Union. We don't need them anytime soon, but just a reason to pick them up slowly. Oh. Alien or our ships. Please continue informing the servant bases that they are not to continue existing. There we go. So there goes Ganymede. From Ganymede, we go to Europa. And we got plenty of fuel. We get there in 1.4 days. Island bombardment, local 1 base. And from there, we want to fly to our gas station. We'll be there in 22.4 hours and be able to do refuel and refit. Oops. Okay, so China isn't as stable as we'd like, so we need to continue stabilizing China.
Restoring order.
In fact, it's so unstable, I think we're going to assign 2 to China.
Restoring order.
You're good enough, you're good enough. Advise the Caliphate, or do I need something in America? Could probably do with a patch in
Where
America.
to? We'll restore peace to this nation.
I will help them.
Offering counsel.
Completes transfer. Regional security sweeps. We'll place that with the decontamination. Not that we're expecting to fight any aliens anytime soon.
Offering support.
Okay, you're gonna stay there until the other one finishes repairs. In which case, before even then, we're gonna stay there. We need, but you just stay in system to defend the Jupiter system. We know there are hostiles inbound, arriving early 2055. Now able to undertake the Nigerian Confederation. Just close that one. Not too worried about that. We're gonna do South American Union next.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
Violence is abating.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for those mines to complete, and or the nobles just to pile up enough that I can get another fleet going. Gonna take African Union into Greater African Union. Sure, that's one we want to do. Debris duty. Use the lasers. Okay, so that is our base is starting to come online. That's 90 days. In 30 days, we'll have the mine coming online. Okay, so in theory, this has grabbed us a bunch of exotics. I probably want the mining module limit rather than the 5 XP. More. Okay, and then what's the stability in China? 0.8, so I don't need bold
At your
stabilizing China.
service.
Do you want to stabilize in Caliphate, or Republic of China. Or are we ready for the union with Vietnam? Not yet. That's this upcoming month, though. Yeah, that's this coming month. Caliphite. You advise at least on Caliphite for a month?
Offering assistance.
Grab another command for you. Oh, no, you're capped at 24, so it's science. And then your command. And your captain command, Captain Edmund? Yeah. So let's investigate here.
Offering assistance.
Offering support.
Lending my expertise.
I will help them.
Okay. And yep, this is pretty stable, slow gameplay. The alien apparently aliens have a big enough fleet rolling around that they're not particularly fast. We're waiting for nobles to pile up to build big fleets.
Things are cooling off.
So we're in a little bit of a lull here while
Things
waiting for
are
things to
cooling
happen.
off.
It's been... No. Hasn't been a year since we invested in Boost in Singapore. Panic. It runs course, calm. This is the EU. We're trying to get some democracy in the EU. If we weren't, I would probably go for the one that just costs us democracy. Let's go for this last one. There's our mines coming online. Although the power plant doesn't come online for another 30 days. Right. So it doesn't actually work until the power plant comes online. The power plant comes online end of January. So actually 60 days. 60 days they'll be online.
Reporting in. Initiating recon.
I have a feeling an alien's running around doing something here. If they are, we'll go ahead and inform them that they are wrong. They are very wrong. Oh, I suppose... Well, we'll do this next... Well, I was about to say we could do the unification of Vietnam.
Eyes up.
I have not done this, or
Offering
assign someone else to it.
support.
Offering assistance.
Offering counsel.
Lending my expertise.
Battlefield Ferrocite decontamination is done. So that's all the xenoscience, I think. Oh, well, there's a couple down here. A couple small ones down here. Terrorize, Salt Alien Acid. I suppose I can just do this one as well. And yeah, I think that's all the... If I show the obsolete, that's all the Xeno. All the Xeno, yeah.
Things are stabilizing.
When you're domesticated, let's move you into orbital. So we can stop paying attention to you. And we did do the repeatable materials, that's why we're getting all the re-rolls on various techs. None of them are super important, they're all the bridge techs mostly, so it's the 10% GDP for connecting two places. Which makes sense if you control both those places. If I were to do government in the EU, how expensive would that be? 1,000 money per point. So I could probably get away with like 50,000 points. Like that wouldn't be too bad. Okay. Brings up to 7.3, which is enough to get Hungary and Austria in. Have a couple fewer places we've got to actually defend. Oh no, I should dump the rest in as, the rest of my influence in as funding somewhere. Okay, so did we find that alien? No, I don't think so. Let's not worry too much about it right then. So, is that National Policy
Heading to
there?
the capital.
We're probably going to want someone on Stabilized Nation. Because unifying
We'll turn
groups
down
into
the
you is
heat.
going to destabilize you.
At your service.
Set national policy in China for
Heading to the capital.
Vietnam.
Ready.
Take you as well to do another national policy in Europe and EU.
On my way to the capital.
We'll get Hungary and Austria added in. At which point we'll probably be... Well, we'll see where the cohesion is. If the cohesion's still over 5, we'll probably move on to trying to get someone else start taking over more of the EU. Because we've got enough democracy here, we should be able to sort of expand with a reckless abandon.
Offering support.
You are repaired. Let's do a quick resupply. And then join 431. So 431's got 9 out of 10 ships. That's plenty. We're going to have you defend Low Jupiter until we get a new fleet going. Because we know there's one inbound. It'll be a year out, but that's how long it might literally take us to get another fleet going. So.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
Future Tech Life Science, all our counselors will live 6 months longer. Could go materials again, not too much of a rush there. We'll do info. Space is the one that I'm probably always
Mission
going to do when it
complete.
comes up. Unification, Austria.
Mission complete.
And I confederate, but that's with Thailand. I don't know why I can do Thailand, but I can. Oh, this is China. China, Thailand makes sense, yes. Vietnam.
Policy direction complete.
Confederate the United States. Don't need to do that. Unification, Hungary. There we go. which apparently completed another bomb for the EU. Well, I guess from a... It would be nice to have. I've actually got most of them done already. Okay. Yeah, some of these drives probably would have been better earlier in the game. Let's go and hide the drives, because I don't need the drives. All these drives are super interesting. Well, I guess we might as well keep the slot in use to that. Slow the antimatter one down a little bit, but that'll be fine. Oh, and thinking about that, I should send the armies, hunting again. Just sitting around. Followed them up all in China in preposition to invade North Korea, and then didn't need to. Sign to hunt uniforms. Okay, that's fine. Unpause time, let some time pass. So the EU apparently is still peaceful after that, so that's good. That did lower the cohesion a little bit, although it didn't lower the resting cohesion, so nothing to worry about there. Okay, that's repairs down low Earth orbit. Oh, we can see the nobles went up real nice. 41.5 per day. This means we can happily put out an entire fleet once a year. We're going to have mission control issues, because, that many habs is costing us extra 222 mission control to operate, but, and that's for the mines. The extra mines is costing us 222 mission control. Okay. So, Brian Burr. Do I want to expand the EU? The answer is kind of yes. Oh, when did we get that you off of cooldown? Now. You're off of cooldown now.
Standing by. On my way
Merge
to
South
the
Korea
capital.
in. Probably at the point where I can move another one over from China. Yeah, move another one over from China. Sign one
Reporting
of you to the Republic of China.
Time to make our move.
Acknowledged.
And then over here, which is the country I want to transfer over first? A little tedious to get the ones in the Alien Federation out. Yeah, let's do Greece.
We're taking power.
Oh, and you don't have Purge. You have Crackdown, which is not what we need.
Ready to go. Targeting the opposition.
Okay, so
Ready
you're gonna
to
go do the China Shuffle.
Time to make our move.
And you have Purge.
Ready.
Yeah, so we can do 3 of these Purges. 2 rounds in a row will get us the full country
Removing
on these
our
ones.
enemies.
Can your command go up to 25? It can, so grab that next command point. So yours is Science.
Where to?
Make sure this is proper. Round. It is. Okay. Firm assignments, let some time pass. Let some of that noble metal, sweet noble metal, roll into our stockpile. African Union complete. I don't need to spoil. I'll go ahead and complete this research anyways. It's off our list. If we're accidentally spoiling somewhere, we'd like to get extra returns for it.
Offering assistance.
Oh, we're down to 35% chance of success there. Plus 10 can only do so much magic.
Policy direction complete.
Demand to claim. And 1.
Policy direction complete.
We're going to unify with South Korea. No, sure, I think we're on to management research repeat. Lucky Strike, conduct additional surveys. There's no real cost here, you just have to have enough science. And we did actually get the extra research, extra yield, so it's 50% instead of 25%.
We are in control now.
We are in
We did hit
control now.
35% chance.
We've removed some threats.
Targeting the opposition. We must persuade the people.
Reporting in. I will tell our story.
Standing by for orders.
Very quickly move through and purge the last
We're
couple points in
taking
these
power.
nations.
Your orders.
Have full control of those 3, and then we'll start the process of merging them into
Terminating
the
the
EU.
opposition.
Where do you need me?
Yeah, mine is still there. Or mining org is still there. 9% space for 6 boost. That would be letting you assassinate. Apparently don't need you for assassinate anymore, so let's go ahead and just sell you. Frees up 1 spot. That's the cartel we're using for assassinate, so we need to keep that one. Using you for advise. Serbia Mafia. Don't think we're using the Serbia Mafia. Sell you. And you. Brought down your espionage a bit, but that gives you the space for the metals. Which is, the 9% there was 2.6 nobles a day. So big buff. And then we'll invest espionage. Let's think of dropping this one. Although you need that one for control nation, which we like to keep available as an option, as well as defend interests, apparently. You're not really using the command orgs, so I can drop the command orgs. We'd have to then start backfilling with the ad or the command, but we could do that. This is how we get this 10% space mining. Here we go, even more nobles. Cost of our boost. We'll have to save a little more boost before we can do that again. That's a good start. And then you're down command, so the next couple of points we'll have to put into command. That'll be fine. And that should get us basically another half a fleet every year, so that's a good swing in the right direction.
Offering counsel.
Moving towards Nyla, that's fine. It's fine. October this year, we're going to have the Antimatter Beam Core. Probably not going to be in time. We'll see if that's how close we are to getting the next fleet going. We might wait for that to build the next fleet.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Decontaminated. Good.
People will come to our side.
Okay. So we're gonna have to wait until the next one pops on the drive line. This is for the alternative drive, let's say, if we're worried about running an NM runner. We can also do cost comparison between the two options for in-game drive. I've heard they've, well, I was about to say buffed the exotic cost. Buffed as in made it bigger,
Our
not buffed as
associates are
in
now in
made it
charge.
better for the special confinement drive.
We are in control now.
Yep, it's that one. Turn spoils off, environment up.
Our enemies are still in
Ooh,
control.
did not succeed in Greece. Thinking about it, we need to relations, manage relations, improve the relations. 14th of May. For the next step. the other factions are like, that's gone servants. Time to stop being allied to it.
Your
Which
orders?
works fine for me.
Removing our enemies.
Ready for orders.
No, you don't have a defend interests. Okay, well you just go public campaign.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready for orders.
You have a
Standing
defend
by.
interest. Do you?
Securing our interests.
What's the op?
And you?
Securing our interests.
Okay. That worked. And yeah, we're waiting for the nobles to build up so we can build another fleet. We might see how close we get to September before that piles up. We're looking
Securing
at
our
13,
control.
14,000 nobles we need for the fleet.
I will help them.
If it's within like a month of the other drive getting complete, we'll probably swap to
Protecting
or wait
our
until it's done.
interests.
Okay, we're gonna swap you back out to inertial confinement. Towards performance. Okay. We are under our control, so we can just tell you to wander off to someplace else. Go say hello to the alien administration, please.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've moved the needle.
Okay, we have a 95% chance of success on this purge, so it should go through. Humanity First is assaulting some of our space centers. Good thing we're slowly kind of, in a lot of cases, moving that off of Earth. FEV vaccine developed. The end of FEV is in sight. Deploy the vaccine, gain a significant public opinion boost. What price can you put on your health? Get negligible money and make it a small public opinion boost. And if we were the servants, we could make it easier to abduct people. We'll just deploy the vaccine. Your government-mandated corporate healthcare is working, you see. Oh, and we lost the first point in Greece. We'll have to start from scratch. Nope, don't have any missions. Abort mission.
Mission abort.
And yeah, under the Protectorate have ended the alliance with Macedonia. Okay. So, attempt again with the Purge.
Terminating the opposition.
You're probably going to use a stable.
Restoring order.
You could use a stable.
Ready to go. We'll make things safe.
China could as well, but already signed all the council missions. Oh, Republic of China could as well. You need more than your public campaign.
Ready.
You go stabilize.
We'll make things safe.
Algiers is now a core economic region in the Kill fight.
Offering assistance.
Helion Nova Lantern.
Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Order is returning.
Okay. Dominica Republic has had a revolution. Doesn't really affect us in the majority of the GDP portion of the world. Peacefully annexing Venezuela. Okay.
Our people have taken control.
Okay. So we've got a couple months out. I suspect it will be the situation where we can try to build the next generation fleet with the antimatter beam core reactor instead of the alternative.
What's the op? Removing our enemies.
Your Captain 24 command. It's investigated for you. Okay, we're looking for science. Looks like we're on investigate here for you. Do that. Let's confirm assignments, let some more time pass. We're going to pick up Greece here and probably end this council cycle, and we'll put the break in here. Bit of a quiet part here, as we... Well, the thing we did is we literally doubled all noble metal production. So we should be able to afford bigger, more expensive fleets. Oh, that's more super colliders come online in low mercury. Forgot about those.
Things are cooling off.
That'll help with fueling fleets. We've got a monthly income of 1 antimatter.
Things are stabilizing.
The people will come to our side.
Things are cooling off.
We've removed some
There we
threats.
go. Turn spoils off. Maximize environment. Okay, so now control the executive there. I can go ahead and manage relations. It's gonna take a while before we can actually unify it in, but of course we need to make it like the EU more anyway. So the next step is 17th of August for you. th of August for you. And 17th for you. So the 17th of August, we'll be able to federate to make one of them an ally. And that's just the steps going into the EU. We're going to assign you defend interests in Greece.
Securing our interests.
Okay, so we've just rolled over the hour. I think this is where we're going to go ahead and put the part break in for this part. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. I think we'll get a fleet under construction in the next part. We'll rally that out to Jupiter. Well, we'll see what's going on. Probably rally it out to Jupiter. It depends. I think by the time it's built, we'll have had the fight at Jupiter. So if that goes terribly, we'll be trying to retake Jupiter. Otherwise, it may go out to Saturn. We'll see what happens with that fleet. But I think in the next part we'll get a fleet being built, not built. If you're watching on YouTube, that'll be tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, that'll be today after a short break. I'm going to get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and then I will be back to record another 3 parts. Again, every hour or so I take a break. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.